Hello YouTube, this is Papa Prawn and I'm back here with another retro review. It's been a few years since I've done one actually, so go back, check out my review on the KO G1 Optimus Prime, and today I've got another reissue for us, and this is the G1 Skullcruncher reissue. Now, as many of you probably know, there has not been an official reissue of Skullcruncher, and no, I'm not talking about the Titans Return Walmart exclusives. This is an actual retool, probably out of the same factories in China that have been reissuing the classic G1 molds, and they've reissued Skullcruncher, Weird Wolf, and Mindwipe. I have the pleasure of having picked up all three of them and wanted to pass this on to you. At first glance, he looks great. There are a few small little details that I'll point out. As you'll see, there's a little bit of mold flash on some of the joints. But really, lots of nice heft to the guy. All of the stickers are there, his accessories are there. I'll get to those in a moment. I want to take a look at his little Headmaster partner. Now, this is my official G1 Brainstorm. And one thing you'll notice is that with Brainstorm, all the original Headmasters had this little flap that would cover up their robot face when they themselves transformed into robot mode. On this reissue, that does not move. And as you can see, there is molded detail that would insinuate that this should move, but it looks like when they casted this mold, they opted to make this one singular piece. Let's get some close-up detail here. I've got to say for KO, I've gotten some of the others, Mirage, Wheeljack, even Optimus Prime. I've noticed their faces are a little bit squished in. That does not seem to be the case even here on the Headmaster figure here. I don't know if they happened to get a hold of some of the original molds, but they've done a fantastic job. Looking at the Headmaster in robot mode, he looks great. Arm pegs look good. And honestly, at first glance, I would never be able to tell that this wasn't an official Hasbro Takara product. Even the rivet joints, comparing to the original G1 toy here, look about the same. That's something I've noticed with these Chinese reissues, is that the rivet joints don't seem to match up, and these are fantastic. The tech spec readers work just as they should, and they're even compatible with the official G1 toys. And I kind of like the fact that my reissue doesn't have this little flap, because as you can see with Brainstorm here, they always just seem to fall down whenever you move the figure over. But 100% compatible with other figures. Let's go ahead and bring Brainstorm in. He's a little bit worse for wear. And everything plugs in, works just like it should. Now, looking at the actual robot body, for fans of the Japanese series, also known as the Transector, everything looks really good. Good quality screws. Nothing really out of place. I do want to show you this, that the accessories also look to be very spot on. The one concern I had was the tail here, just a little bit snug fitting into the hand. I don't know if they had some problems recasting this mold, but it doesn't fit quite perfectly. Transformation is simple. We're going to go ahead and start by flipping up the beast head. Rotate the beast arms, robot arms forward, like so. Waist articulation, unheard of for the day, unless it was for transformation. Fold these legs down. And Skullcruncher's actually really, really big. I forgot how big these guys were until I'd gotten them in hand. Last but not least, we are going to plug this tail piece in. And like I said, that tail's a little bit snug. And unlike toys today, we don't really have a place to put this gun, so we'll put them off to the side. Now, there was storage for Headmaster. I just think this is the coolest. He sits right inside of Skullcruncher's mouth. And that's it. He hangs out inside. Does come with a rub symbol. Doesn't rub too well, but it's there. And now, let's take a side-by-side with him and an official G1 Headmaster. And here he is with official G1 Brainstorm. Now, Brainstorm was just a little bit smaller, but stands right about where Skullcruncher does, shoulder to shoulder. As you can see, my Brainstorm actually has a harder time standing up. And so, this situation points to the knockoff. Just lean him up there. His head won't stay focused. So, all in all, really happy with this knockoff reissue. If you happen to find them on eBay, AliExpress, Alibaba, and feel like taking a chance on them, I think they are well worth the cost, especially when the price for actual Skullcrunchers ranges in the 100, 125 plus range. I think you can do a lot worse than this classic reinterpretation of the character. Some things to note. If you happen to see what is being passed off as an official Skullcruncher, and he looks just a little bit too good to be true, it's probably one of these knockoffs. And some telltale signs are really going to be this little piece here, this little tail piece here, not quite fitting snugly into the 5mm port. But I think the most telling sign here is going to be the fact that you just cannot flip this. It is a molded piece. It is not moving whatsoever. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Let me know what other Transformers you would like me to review in the comments. I do have Weirdwolf and Mindwipe coming up, but I have some classic reissues and other Transformers as well, from G1 to the modern age. Please consider liking, subscribing, and giving this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Till all are one.